The following are videos on how curriculum is developed within the K12 virtual online school. This video explores online K12 schools in the state of Arizona. The intended audience of this video is parents looking for alternative options to traditional public school settings for their children. Well, the picture shows a family sitting around the table, everyone smiling while they look at the computer. I'm sure a typical day in a homeschooling K12 online household is not quite so organized. Why K12 online schools? Families often seek out online elementary schools because they offer a great degree of flexibility while adhering to state or federal educational standards. K12 online schools offer virtual school taught by certified teachers using state and federal academic standards. The students are taught the same material found in brick and mortar classrooms in the comfort of their own home. Students can take all of their classes online or use courses to supplement classroom lessons. The following are videos on how curriculum is developed within the K12 virtual online school.
Stories that can be found in the K12 Read Aloud Treasury. We also include K12 World magazines that I think students are really going to like. They get to explore themes such as recycling and things like making good choices. The language skills portion of the program is really neat. The students get exposure in poetry to fun language, to classic poetry. In the vocabulary program, they're learning a lot of basic foundational vocabulary, but they're also learning how to interact with words instead of words just being out there and having no meaning to them. With the All About Me program, the students are really learning to think like writers. It mimics the writing process in that you have to really think about what you want to write about. You have to get your ideas down. You have to put it aside for a few days, think about it, come back to it, revisit it, add your details. And when you're done, you want to share your work. It takes a lot of time and a lot of hard work to create engaging and effective learning materials for our students. The thing that makes it totally worthwhile, though, is that every now and then you do get that piece of feedback from a learning coach who is thrilled that their student just learned how to read.
Ready, set, read.
With adaptivity, the students are able to complete a task on day one, and then on day two, if they did well on day one, they walk down one learning path. But if they struggled with day one, day two provides them more focused instruction.
The Mark 12 course includes new features such as a timed reading engine, fluency tracking, and daily exercises.
They listen to a recording of the story first. The idea behind it is that first they get a model of what good reading sounds like, fluent reading with proper pacing and intonation.
Ready, set, read.
With adaptivity, the students are able to complete a task on day one, and then on day two, if they did well on day one, they walk down one learning path. But if they struggled with day one, day two provides them more focused instruction.
The Mark 12 course includes new features such as a timed reading engine, fluency tracking, and daily exercises.
They listen to a recording of the story first. The idea behind it is that first they get a model of what good reading sounds like, fluent reading with proper pacing and intonation.
In order to qualify for the list, schools must meet the following qualifications. Classes must be available completely online. They must offer services to state residents, and they must be funded by the federal government. Virtual schools listed may be charter schools, statewide public programs, or private programs that receive governing funding. The benefits include the fact that lessons are personalized to your child's learning. It's not a classroom of students. Students work at their own pace. Students can move quickly through the lessons they have mastered and spend as much time as they need with material that is more challenging. Within the classroom setting, teachers don't always have the time to sit personally with your child. Here's a list of the online public schools the state of Arizona has to offer. Here's a snapshot of what a typical day might look like. As you can see, the child will start studying spelling at 8:30 a.m., work through history, break for some lunch, then go right on to math, prepare for an online discussion of life cycle of a frog, break again, participate in some online discussions about the frog's life cycle, read independently, and have plenty of time for extracurricular activities. There are many different reasons why students and their families may choose an online public school. Here's a list of the many types of students who thrive and are successful in online public schools. They might be advanced learners, middle school or high schoolers who want to get a head start on college, career-minded students wanting to explore in-demand careers. Military families is an excellent example of what you can do to provide consistency for your child while moving constantly. Athletes, musicians, and students pursuing their dreams. Students needing more support academically, and families who want to be more involved in their child's schooling.